Picture this. You're watching the news and there's a leader making big decisions that shock everyone. Some people love what he does, others hate it, but everyone talks about it. This is the story of leadership that divides the world. Welcome to LES, Learn English Through Story. I'm Harry, your host for today's adventure. Get ready, everyone, because this story will take you on an exciting journey about how to lead like Trump, a story about bold decisions. We'll explore his leadership style, direct, controversial, and confident, in a way that's easy to understand. After our story, we will review some useful vocabulary together. Now, let me introduce my friend Tom. Tom is an amazing storyteller who will take us through this fascinating journey about leadership, power, and making tough choices. Tom, the stage is yours.
Chapter 1, The Man Who Changed Everything. Let me tell you about Donald Trump. Before he became president, Trump was a businessman. He built tall buildings in New York. He put his name on hotels and golf courses. People knew him from TV shows. But in 2016, something big happened. This businessman decided to run for president. Many people laughed at first. A TV star cannot be president, they said. But Trump had a different idea. He believed he could win. He spoke to crowds of people. He used simple words. He made big promises. "I will make America great again," he said. This became his famous slogan. Trump's style was different from other politicians. He didn't speak like a typical leader. He used Twitter every day. He shared his thoughts directly with millions of people. Some loved this, others worried about it, but everyone paid attention. The election came. Many experts said Trump would lose, but something surprising happened. Trump won. He became the 45th president of the United States. This shocked the world. How did he do it? Chapter 2, The Direct Communication Style. Trump's first leadership lesson is about communication. He speaks directly. He doesn't use complicated words. When Trump talks, everyone understands what he means. This is very different from most politicians. For example, other leaders might say, "We are considering various options to address the economic challenges." Trump would say, "We will fix the economy fast." His message is clear and simple. Trump also uses social media in a new way. Every morning, he would post messages on Twitter. He would share his opinions about news, other leaders, and government decisions. No president had ever done this before. Some people loved getting direct messages from their president. Others thought it was unprofessional. This direct style helped Trump connect with ordinary people. Many Americans felt that politicians usually spoke in a complicated way. They couldn't understand what leaders really meant. Trump changed this. He spoke like a regular person, not like a politician. However, this direct style also created problems. Sometimes Trump's words hurt people's feelings. Other world leaders didn't know how to respond to his messages. The direct style was powerful, but it was also risky. Chapter 3, Making Controversial Decisions. Trump's second leadership lesson is about making bold choices. He made many decisions that surprised people. Some were popular, others made people angry. But Trump always moved forward with confidence. One big decision was about trade with China. For many years, America bought lots of products from China. Trump said this was bad for American workers. He decided to put taxes on Chinese products. This made Chinese goods more expensive in America. Many business people said this was a terrible idea. But Trump believed it was right. Another controversial decision was about immigration. Trump wanted to build a wall between America and Mexico. He said this would stop illegal immigration. Many people supported this idea, but others said it was wrong and expensive. Trump didn't change his mind. He kept pushing for the wall. Trump also made surprising decisions about international relationships. He met with a leader of North Korea. No American president had ever done this before. Some people said this was dangerous. Others said it was brave. Trump believed direct meetings could solve problems. These controversial decisions show Trump's leadership style. He makes choices that other leaders avoid. He doesn't worry about criticism. He believes strong leaders must make tough decisions even when people disagree. Chapter 4: Building Confidence and Image. Trump's third leadership lesson is about confidence. He always acts like he knows he's right. Even when people disagree with him, Trump never shows doubt. This confidence affects how people see him. Trump uses specific words to build his image. He often says things are tremendous, fantastic, or the best ever. He talks about his successes constantly. For example, he might say, "I made the best deal in history," or "Nobody knows more about this than me." This confident style works in two ways. Supporters see Trump as a strong leader who can solve any problem. They believe his confidence shows he can handle difficult situations. But critics think Trump's confidence is too much. They say he should be more humble. Trump also uses his appearance to show confidence. He wears expensive suits. He has a specific hairstyle. He owns luxurious properties. All of these things send a message. I am successful, and I can make you successful too. The confidence style helped Trump win elections. Many voters wanted a strong leader who believed in himself. They were tired of politicians who seemed uncertain. Trump's confidence made him different from other candidates. Chapter 5: Dealing with Opposition. Trump's fourth leadership lesson is about handling criticism. Every leader faces opposition, but Trump deals with it in a unique way. When people attack him, he attacks back harder. This is called counterpunching. For example, if a newspaper writes something negative about Trump, he might call it fake news. If another politician criticizes him, Trump might give that person a negative nickname. He did this with many opponents during elections and his presidency. Trump also uses his supporters to defend him. When he faces criticism, his supporters often organize protests or social media campaigns. They help Trump fight back against his opponents. This creates a strong team around the leader. However, this fighting style creates more conflict. Instead of reducing opposition, Trump's approach often increases it. His opponents become more determined to stop him. This leads to more arguments and division in society. Some people think this fighting style is necessary. They believe leaders must be tough to survive in politics. Others think leaders should try to bring people together, not divide them. Trump's approach shows one way to handle opposition, but it comes with both benefits and costs. Chapter 6: The Power of Loyalty. Trump's fifth leadership lesson is about loyalty. He expects complete loyalty from his team. People who work for Trump must support him publicly. If they disagree with him, they often lose their jobs. During his presidency, Trump fired many government officials. Some of these people had worked in government for decades. But when they disagreed with Trump's decisions, he removed them. He wanted people who would follow his instructions without question. Trump also rewards loyalty. People who support him get better positions, they receive praise in public. Trump remembers who helped him and who didn't. This creates a system where loyalty is very important. This loyalty system has advantages and disadvantages. Loyal team members work hard to support their leader. They don't waste time arguing about decisions. The team can move quickly on important projects. But demanding loyalty can also create problems. Team members might be afraid to give honest advice. They might not tell the leader when his ideas are wrong. This can lead to bad decisions because the leader doesn't get complete information. Chapter 7: Success and Failure. Trump's leadership produced both successes and failures. His supporters point to positive economic results during his presidency. Unemployment was low, the stock market reached high levels, many businesses grew stronger. Trump also succeeded in changing how politicians communicate. After Trump, many leaders started using social media more directly. They began speaking in simpler language. Trump showed that leaders could connect with people in new ways. However, Trump's leadership also created problems. His controversial decisions divided the country. Many Americans became angry with each other. Political arguments became more intense. Some people worried that Trump's style damaged American democracy. The 2020 election showed both Trump's strengths and weaknesses. He received more votes than any Republican candidate in history. This showed his strong support. But he also lost the election. This showed the limits of his leadership style. After leaving office, Trump remained influential. Many Republican politicians still follow his approach. His leadership style continues to affect American politics. This shows that Trump's impact goes beyond his time as president. But has it become Chapter 8: Lessons for Future Leaders? What can we learn from Trump's leadership style? First, direct communication is powerful. People appreciate leaders who speak clearly and honestly. Simple messages are often more effective than complicated ones. Second, confidence matters in leadership. People want to follow leaders who believe in themselves, but confidence must be balanced with humility. Too much confidence can become arrogance. Third, controversial decisions can sometimes be necessary. Leaders must make tough choices that not everyone will like. However, leaders should also try to explain their decisions and bring people together. Third, leaders should also try to explain their decisions. And fourth, loyalty is important, but it shouldn't prevent honest discussion. Leaders need team members who will tell them the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. So I'll tell you, finally, every leadership style has costs and benefits. Trump's bold approach achieved some goals, but also created new problems. Future leaders can study Trump's methods and decide which parts to use and which parts to avoid. Leadership is not about being perfect. It's about making decisions, taking responsibility, and moving forward. Trump's story shows one way to lead, but it's not the only way. Every leader must find their own path. vocabulary review, Harry.
Hi everyone, Harry here. What an interesting story from Tom today about Trump's leadership style. You know, when I was listening to Tom talk about bold leadership, I noticed some really useful words that I think we should practice together. Let's start with the word controversial. This means something that causes disagreement or argument between people. When something is controversial, some people like it and others don't. For example, the politician's controversial decision made some people angry. Can you say that with me? The politician's controversial decision made some people angry. One more time. The politician's controversial decision made some people angry. Okay. Speaking of people having different opinions, another important word is opposition. This means people who disagree with you or work against you. In politics, opposition means the other political party or people who don't support the leader. Here's an example. The leader faced strong opposition from his critics. Let's practice that together. The leader faced strong opposition from his critics. Once more, the leader faced strong opposition from his critics. Excellent. That reminds me of another key word from today's story, loyalty. This means being faithful and supportive to someone, even in difficult times. When you show loyalty, you stand by someone and help them. For example, the team member showed great loyalty to her boss. Can you repeat that? The team member showed great loyalty to her boss. One more time. The team member showed great loyalty to her boss. Perfect. Another important word is confidence. This means believing in yourself and your abilities. When you have confidence, you feel sure that you can do something well. A confident person acts strong and sure about their decisions. Here's our example. The speaker's confidence helped him win the debate. Let's say it together. The speaker's confidence helped him win the debate. Again, the speaker's confidence helped him win the debate. Wonderful. Finally, let's practice the word slogan. This is a short, memorable phrase that represents an idea or campaign. Politicians often use slogans to help people remember their message. For example, Make America Great Again was Trump's famous slogan. Here's our practice sentence. The company's new slogan was very catchy. Can you say that? The company's new slogan was very catchy. Fantastic. These vocabulary words will help you talk about politics, leadership, and decision-making in English. Practice using them in your own sentences this week. Posing Harry. Well, that brings us to the end of today's story about Trump's leadership style. We learned how direct communication, confidence, and controversial decisions can shape a leader's impact on the world. Whether you agree with Trump's methods or not, his story teaches us important lessons about leadership, power, and making tough choices. Remember, leadership comes in many different styles. Some leaders are quiet and thoughtful. Others are bold and direct, like Trump. The key is understanding that every approach has both strengths and weaknesses. Good leaders learn from all styles and choose the methods that work best for their situation. I hope today's story helped you understand not just Trump's leadership style, but also how to think about leadership in general. These lessons can help you in your own life, whether you're leading a team at work, organizing a community project, or just making important personal decisions. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a new story. Have a wonderful day, take care, and see you next time.